Each week, we're joined by Colorado's best attorney, Phil Harding. He's been honored as one of the top 100 trial lawyers in Colorado for the past 14 years, a super lawyer 10 years in a row, and he is a member of the Million and Multi-Million Dollar Advocates Forum, which means he has tried cases that have resulted in verdicts of more than $1 million. And the list goes on and on. He's just a super great guy. Phil joins us now in studio, right next to me. And today we are talking about what to watch out for if you're hiring an attorney.
Right, yeah, I'm going to be telling our viewers about shopping.
You know nothing about shopping. We were just talking about this. I had to make fun of his shoes and socks today. Don't know where that came from, so I would not listen to you.
Well, when I say shopping, I'm talking about shopping for attorneys. And let me tell you what I mean about it. This week just kind of seemed like a crazy week where everyone called me and they wanted to drop their attorney and come with me. And always what I tell people when they call me up is, I'm going to call your attorney first. I'm going to let them know that you want to jump ship, and they'll give you a little more TLC. And the number one reason why people want to come over and to me or jump ships is because their attorney doesn't return phone calls. So we're going to go over what to look for when you're hiring an attorney. And you need to know attorneys owe a client a fiduciary duty, which means we have to solely act for your best interest. So that's when someone comes in and talks to me about hiring me, I say, look, once you interview 2 other attorneys, love to talk to you, but everyone has different philosophies. So talk to 3 attorneys.
And a lot of people don't do that. When I'm shopping around for something, I'm checking apps, I'm comparing prices. A lot of people don't do that to find the right attorney.
Well, and here's the reason why. First of all, I want people to know, never go with an attorney that calls you out of the blue after you've been injured in an accident, because there's a rule of professional conduct that specifically talks about that. And let's look at this. So it says RPC, which stands for Rules of Professional Conduct. It says a lawyer shall not solicit professional employment from a prospective client to be in need of legal services which arise from personal injury or death of any person, unless, and there are 2 things, the lawyer has a family or professional relationship, or if the communication is more than 30 days after that incident. And that's really important because let me tell you some crazy stories. And back when people used their phones all the time, some law firms would hire PIs to go out and listen on scanners and then run out to an accident and give like an accident scene, this is what you should do. And mysteriously, there is an attorney's card in there. That's wrong. There are other attorneys that go and they pull accident reports and then they start calling someone within the first hours of that. That's also wrong. So really, please watch out for that.
All right, so I think we're moving on to what you should ask attorneys when you're shopping around. Yeah,
let's say you've narrowed it down to 3 different attorneys, and let's look at kind of this list of what you should do. First of all, you need to ask if the attorney practices in the area. It sounds like it's really understandable, but don't go to your divorce attorney if you have a personal injury matter, and vice versa. How many cases like this not only have they handled in the past, but do they handle now? If the attorney's like, yeah, I'm running with 100, 150 cases, that's way too much, at least in my opinion. Who are you going to be dealing with in their office? If they say, you're going to be dealing with a case administrator and, you know, rarely you're going to talk to me because I'm super important, I don't like that. I like it where you're going to deal directly with the attorney. How long do you have to wait to get a response? And if the office doesn't adhere to their promises, can you fire them? And guess what? The answer is absolutely you can. Do you have to pay costs? So generally on personal injury cases, you don't have to pay costs. You don't have to front any of that. And then finally, you need to see if that law firm is going to be filing a lien on your case.
Real quick, we've got about 30 seconds. Let's talk about that. What is a lien and how does an attorney do that?
Yeah, so there are some law firms out there that once you hire them, they run down to the Secretary of State and they file a lien saying, I represent this person, and they try to keep you shackled there. So watch out for that. That's something I don't like as well.
All right, some really good tips, but do not go to him for regular shopping, just attorney shopping. If you have a question for our legal expert, go to KDVR.com, click on Colorado's Best. You're going to see Phil Harding's photo on the right. Just click there and send him your questions, and he will answer each one personally and confidentially. So to reach Harding and Associates directly, call 303-762-9500. You can also get a free consultation anytime, and you can find him online at hlaw.com.